Now, if I was to tell you that you have to pay $30 whole a month, $30 a month for a subscription to watch something, you would hope, you would expect the most premium content you have ever witnessed, right? The most entertaining, thrilling television product, service you could possibly receive, right? For $30 a month. $30 a month. You want your money's worth. You're paying $20 more than what you were paying for the exact same thing. $20 more. Because it's $10 in America, right, for Peacock. £10-ish in England for Netflix. So we'll call it about 10. $20 more for the same god-awful product that they continue to give us. $30 a month for the most lackluster, bare minimum, basic product that they can possibly give us. Because going to a show, thousands, it's no longer just for the casual fan. Take your kid, take your wife, take your family, right? You look when WWE is next coming to town, or when it's next coming nearest to you, right? And you look and then you think, oh, we'll go. We'll book tickets and we'll go. Not anymore. You have to look months and months and months in advance just to save up to go. It's ridiculous. Now if you're watching at home, it's ridiculously expensive. $30 a month. Now, right there. $30 a month. If you want to charge people $30 a month, you better give them the best product that they have ever seen in this company. Ever seen. You're asking them for $20 more from the $10 you were asking them to pay in the first place, which was $10 more than what it should have been. They should pay us to watch the product. They should be paying us to go to shows. Pay us to watch this god-awful product. But they were asking us for 10. Now, 30. If you want to ask people for $30 to watch your show, watch your product. If you want to ask people for thousands to come to a show, you better give them the best product that you could ever possibly dream of giving them. But they don't. They give you the bare minimum product that they can possibly give you. Triple H goes in that writer's room and just gives you the bare minimum. No creativity, no storyline. Every show ends the same, or is the same. Bare minimum throughout the entire show. Bare minimum booking, no creativity, nothing. And then they'll give you something at the end to give you the illusion that it was a good show. That it was worth the 2 hours watching it, or the money that you paid for it. Right, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Raws and SmackDowns now these days as well. Bare minimum, but then at the end, the very end, they'll give you something. So that it gives you the illusion that it was a good show. Is that worth $30? No. WWE have made a deal with ESPN to put all of their PLEs on this ESPN subscription service, whatever it is. I don't care. It's $30 for PLEs from the worst company to give you PLEs in the world, in the entirety of existence. But they'll give you the illusion, right? They'll give you nothing, but then they'll give you something big at the end to give you the illusion, to give you the lasting image in your head that it was good. Right? Brock Lesnar returns. Seth cashes in. Travis Scott. Paul Heyman turns on Roman. They'll give you something like that at the very end, but nothing for the rest of the show. And that's what they'll justify that's how they'll justify the $30 that they are asking you for. Okay, well, how can you complain you got Brock Lesnar? How can you complain Seth cashed in? How can you complain you got Travis Scott? You paid $30 for this, don't complain. You paid $30 to see Travis Scott in the main event of WrestleMania. How can you complain? And they're saying 10 paid PLEs a year. 10 PLEs a year. So you're not even getting one each month. You're paying $30 a month, and a couple of those months, you're not going to get one. We did not realise what we had with the WWE network. We all kind of laughed at it, right? It was a bit silly. WWE Network, I think everyone would bite your hand off for that. $9.99 a month. Now it's $30. Back then, WWE Network, you used to get the PLEs, and you also got the entire library. You could go back and watch any Raw or SmackDown that there's ever been. 2025, you can't do that. You don't have access to the entire library. You can't go back and watch the entire Attitude Era. You can't. And you're paying more money, and you get less in return. $30 for an awful product. I mean, as it was, if we go keep it as current or the past year or so, what they were charging fans was way too much as it was. How much it costs to go to a show and the lack of creativity, the lack of effort they would put in was a joke, and it was a crime to do that to the fans. Make them charge all of this money to come to your show and then give them nothing. And then Triple H will go there at WrestleMania. That's the biggest example, right? All for WrestleMania. All you got was Travis Scott at the end. That's what you're going to think about when you think about WrestleMania. You're going to think about Travis Scott. And that is it. And then Triple H has the nerve to go out and say, oh, if you didn't like it, F you. If you didn't like it, you're not a real fan. If you criticise, you're not a real fan. You're a critic. You're not a real fan. Just sit back and enjoy. There's one problem with that, Hunter, Paul Levesque. There's one problem with that. You've asked people, thousands and thousands and thousands, to go to the show. Of course they have the right to criticise it because you gave them nothing. You gave them no effort. You gave them no creativity. You gave them nothing to cheer for. Pure boredom. And then they've paid thousands to go and see that. They have the nerve to complain. And then you say, no, you're not a real fan. You've given us thousands of your money, your hard-earned money, to come and watch our product, but you're not a real fan if you weren't happy with it. That's the person running all of this. That's the person giving you this product that now is apparently worth $30 a month. The person that is giving us the $30 a month worth of content and product tells you constantly, consistently, if you don't like what you see, you're not a real fan. So if you do pay $30 a month, which a lot of people will not, a lot of people will use dodgy sites and all of that kind of stuff, which is not surprising. It's not surprising. You can't expect people to pay $30 a month. You'd be hard pressed to get people to pay $30 a month in the Attitude Era, but at least if they did, you'd be getting a good product. The person giving you that product tells you, oh, if you don't like it, you're not a real fan. You don't have the right to complain. You shouldn't complain. Just sit back and enjoy it. Enjoy your $30 a month content product. It's not worth $30 a month. It's ridiculous. But that's what WWE is in 2025. It's all about the money. They don't care about anything else. They don't care about the product. They know that there's a good amount of people that are going to pay the $30 a month. They are going to, no matter how bad the product is, there's still going to be a lot of people that pay for it. And that's all they care about. They don't care about making it worth their money. They don't care about giving it to the people that aren't going to. They care about money and money only. That is it. We've seen it for years now. But even it gets more and more ridiculous by the month, by the year. It's ridiculous how many logos you see. Slim Jim on a table. Cash App on the Money in the Bank briefcase. Logos on ladders. What was it? Fireball? Something like that? Money in the Bank? It's a joke. How many logos you have on the ring. Ringside. The apron. The ring post. Announcer's table. How long before wrestlers start coming out with logos on their attire? The ref wearing a logo. The commentator's wearing a logo. It's going to happen. How many adverts do you get on a show? Right? How many are... this is sponsored by this, and this match is sponsored by this, and these fans ringside sponsored by this. It's all about the money. Now, I think unanimously we can all agree that the logos, the ads, the sponsorships, the money, all of it, we could look past to a certain extent, not fully, But to a certain extent, we could look past it and kind of accept it if we were getting a really good product. A really good product that entertained us constantly, gave us storylines, creativity, or even just, effort. Effort. We'd be okay with it. Maybe not okay with it, but we'd accept it. Because we're getting a really good product, right? We're getting a really good product. We're getting entertainment. If you want to put logos on the ring, if you want to put sponsorships or more ads, whatever, go for it. Just keep giving us this product, right? Just keep giving us this entertainment. When in reality, they give us nothing. It's like going to a restaurant and they charge you $50, £50 for a meal, and they give you nothing. They give you one piece of plain chicken, no seasoning, no nothing, one piece of raw chicken breast. $50. And you know what? If you complain, you're not a real fan. If you complain, you're a critic. If you don't like it, F you. That's what Triple H would tell you. So if you do pay the $30 and you complain, you don't like that you're getting your money's worth, you're not allowed to. You can't. Because Triple H says you're not a real fan. You give the company all of this money, but you're not a real fan if you don't like it. That is the person that is giving us the product. This is the company that gives us WWE Unreal, exposes the business for a bit more money from Netflix. Slaps a load of logos on the ring just for a bit more money. And in the meantime, the product is getting worse. We're getting more and more ads, more and more logos, more and more sponsorships, more and more money, but less and less creativity, less and less effort, less and less entertainment. Surely, any right company, any right business that is run properly, that is run with a sane person running it, or running the content side of it, would think, you know what? We're charging people a load of money, $30 a month. $30 a month. We should probably give them their money's worth. Make sure that they pay for it every month going forward. They don't cancel it because we give them no entertainment. Let's give them a product so good that they think, you know what? It's $30, but I'd pay $50. When in reality, you'd feel scammed paying $10. You feel scammed paying $10. You watch a WWE show, PLE, whatever. It goes off the air and you think, that was not worth $10 of my money this month. That was not worth $10 at all. Now it's $30 and they are still going to give you no effort, no creativity, no nothing. That's how this company is running 2025. It's not the company we all fell in love with. It's not the company we all knew when we were kids, that we all grew up to love. It's nowhere near the same company it was. This company is impossible to love anymore. I love the wrestlers. I love the WWE as a whole, as the memories it's given me, the nostalgia, what it is. But the people running it make it very difficult to love, to still feel that same passion about, because they don't care about us. They've shown you constantly. Triple H has proven he doesn't care about us. TKO have definitely proven that they don't care about us. So it's very difficult for us to have that same passion and love for them that we had when we were kids. In fact, it is impossible. By the month, by the year, it becomes harder and harder to love this company. When they charge us so much money, constantly don't give us what we want. Karrion Kross, R-Truth, Carmelo Hayes. They charge you this much money and they don't even give you what you want. You make it vocal that you want something and they don't even give it to you. Yet they're asking you for all of this money. Karrion Kross, nah. Carmelo Hayes, nah. R-Truth, we'll bring him back, but then we'll do nothing for him. What is R-Truth doing now? So you make it vocal that you want something, you want your money's worth, you're giving the company all this money, you want a good product, you want to see who you want to see. They're not going to even give you that. And they're going to give you the most awful product the company's ever given us. and ask for all of this money, give us all of these ads, all of these logos, sponsorships in the meantime. It's ridiculous. This company is a joke. It is disgusting. Constantly disrespects the fans. Shows and proves that they do not care about us. The only thing that this company cares about is money.